All right, guys. So you're welcome to yet another video in our Forex bootcamp. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the various trading platforms and how to use them. All right. So in our previous video, I showed you the various trading platforms. Okay, and their uses. I talked a little bit about their uses. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you more about how to navigate through each and every one of them. All right, so obviously here we have up to like five of them. All right, and we have from the Forex Factory to the Trading View. I think I've actually talked about the Trading View in a particular video, so I wouldn't want to dwell. I may not dwell so much on that. Okay, so we have the XNES. The XNES is the broker app, and then we have the MetaTrader 5. Okay, now in our previous video, I showed you MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. All right, so and why I specifically picked MetaTrader 5 is because there is just a little bit of improvement. Okay, not like it's superior to the other one. Okay, but they just made a little bit of improvement in MetaTrader 5. So that's why I will be talking more. I chose MetaTrader 5 over MetaTrader 4. All right, so and lastly we have the Trust Wallet. All right, so first off I'll be talking about the Forex Factory. All right, the Forex Factory. Let me just play that. Okay, so this is how the typical Forex Factory looks like. Okay, now by if when you look at the top left hand side, you have the calendar. Okay, and obviously this is 2024, right, which is the year we have March. Currently I'm shooting this video on the 5th of March 2024, so that's why you see that the green highlight is on the 5th. Okay, on a Tuesday. Now if you look at the right hand side, you have today, tomorrow, this week, next month, and this month. Okay, so and so on and so forth. So for this, it's just to tell you, give you specific data on time, the time itself. Okay, so when I um scrolling down, we have today, March 5th. Okay, and by the top, by the extreme right, the column, you have Tuesday, March, and you have in under Tuesday, March, you have different time. Okay, different timings, and these timings are timings that indicates when these news are going to be released. All right, so we have from 12:30 a.m., 1 a.m., 1:01 a.m., and so on. Okay, so I would want you to note that the timings that are faded, okay, indicates that this news has already been released. Okay, they have already been released. Now when you come down, you see there are some time readings are actually bolding. Okay, these ones are yet to be released. Okay, so from the top, we have okay, I've talked about the left column. Now we'll talk about the next thing, which is the currency pairs. Now we have the JPY, NZD, GBP, UAD, CNY, JPY, JPY, and so on and so forth. So JPY obviously means the Japanese yen. Okay, then followed by the New Zealand dollar, the Great British Pound, and AUD, which is the Australian dollar. CNY, I didn't say this. This is actually the currency spent by the Chinese. Okay, so these are different currency pairs. All right, so I wouldn't want to waste much time on that because I've talked about that. So I'm moving to the next column where you have the folders. All right. Now the folders, the color of the folders are actually intentional. Okay. They mean each color mean a they have their different and separate meanings. Okay. Now the color with the folder with the yellow color signifies low impact news. Okay, so this news don't really cause volatility in the market. All right, this news don't really cause volatility in the market. So we have the orange, okay, which is the mid impact news. Now when these news are released, they cause volatility but not so much. Okay, and then we have the red, the folders with the red color, and this news cause very high volatility in the market. Okay, just as you saw in the previous video, there was a bearish print of candle. There was a sell candle that printed so fast. Okay, those candle behaviors are as a result, okay, of this high impact news. Okay, so right here we have but we have, okay, I've actually explained that we have the high, mid, and low impact news. Then moving to the next column, we have the content of the news. Okay, the content of the news. And from the first one, I'll just open this now. If you click on the first news, all right, so you have the content of the news. In this particular news is the Tokyo core CPI. Okay, Tokyo is obviously the capital of Japan, and CPI simply means consumer price index. Okay, so we have the actual, we have the forecast, and we have the previous. Okay, now the actual is the actual is the main, or the realistic data. Okay, now we have the forecast. Now the forecast is what is being forecast, okay, or what is being predicted beforehand. Okay, now and then we have the previous simply means what has actually occurred in the past. Okay, now we have this actual reads 2.5%. Okay, why? Because this news has already been released. I told you the timing, the times with the faded writing is signifies news that has already been released. Okay, so but when I come down, okay, to to the ones with the bold reading written with bold written in bold formats, you have that the actual has not been released yet. Okay, it has not been released yet. Why? Because this has actually been released. Okay, but if I refresh my page, you get to see it. But I okay, before time. Okay, this is actually 9:04 a.m. So it has not been released. Okay, but what I'm trying to say is the actual, if a news has not been released yet or is yet to be released, the actual will not read. Okay, until the news has been released. Okay, so going back to the first one, you have at the extreme right hand side, you have the folder icon. Okay, when I click on that, you have source. Okay, this is the source of the news. Measures, this tells you more about the news. Okay, and then you have the usual effect. Okay, the usual effect just tells you the impact of the news. Okay, the impact of the news in the currency. Okay, in the value of the currency. We have here that actual greater than forecast is good for the currency. Okay, and then we have the frequency. Frequency tells you how often the news is being released. Then we have next release, which is a March, obviously March 28th, 2004. So and so on and so forth. Okay, so I won't like to bore you so much with all this. Okay, so um so that is just like basically how we forecast, how we use the the how we use the what's it called, the Forex Factory app. All right, so